Hi everyone, this is Ashla Techie Ellen Voss from Sky House Herb School and Apothecary. And today's quick video is how to bundle dry herbs. And I've had a number of people reach out to me saying, I've got so many of this herb or that herb. What do I do with all of it? And how do I dry it? What's the best way to preserve my herbs that I've spent so much time growing? And so the bundle and dry method is one of my favorites because it will last a long time, and makes your home smell really good if you have aromatic herbs, and just looks delightful. Sometimes I'll just leave herbs hanging because it just is so beautiful. So all you need to do the loop dry method is you need a piece of string or twine and your plants. So this is a piece of twine that I've taken and I've tied a knot in. So you can see that I just have a knot. It's nothing fancy. This is just some hemp cord. And so you just want to loop it off so that you have a round circle. And your bundles should be, I would say no more than like 6 stems or so, but this is a good size. If you go too dense, then you might get moisture trapped in the middle, and then the plant might mold, and you don't want that. So what you'll do is you'll take your string, it's folded in half, and you'll loop it around like this. And then I'll take the knotted side, pull it all the way across, and feed it through the loop. Okay, and then what it does is it cinches it together. So can you see that now? It's cinching it together. And what happens with this type of knot is that now I can hang this up wherever I want. And as these herbs dry, they're going to lose some of the water, some of the moisture. And so normally if you just did a knot, the herbs would start falling off onto your floor, and then they get dusty and dirty and kids pick them up. So if you do it like this and you have it so that as it dries, you got gravity working and it will tighten it for you, you won't lose any of your herbs. So you want to let your herbs dry in a place where there's no direct sunlight and there's good dry airflow. So an attic is typically a really good space, a basement a very bad space, because basements tend to be moist and a little bit more dank and wet. So a dry space with good air circulation and no direct sunlight, because otherwise that will damage the leaves and you won't get the best medicine. You usually want to let it dry until you do a little crisp test. So you'll just feel the leaves, and once they kind of crackle in your fingers, and I have some Monarda leaves here, so if you can hear that, you can actually hear it, and it breaks apart into smaller pieces, then you know it's dry. And you don't want to wait too long, because the longer you leave it exposed to air and exposed to light, the more you're going to lose some of the compounds. So usually somewhere between 2 to 5 days will be a good amount to let your herbs dry. And then you'll just strip them off of the stems, unless the stems are medicinally used. But you turn it upside like this, and you just pull down, and you strip off the leaves. And then you've got, these would be dry, and you have these dry leaves. And then a really nice way to store them is in a glass jar. So I like glass mason jars, and then you want to store them also in a dark, cool place where they're not going to be exposed to direct sunlight. And then those dried herbs can be used as a tea. They can be used as a steam, a facial steam for your skin, for your sinuses, for your lungs. It can be used as a pot herb on the stove, as a fumigatory to clean the air in your house if you have sickness, illness, or other issues going on with air quality. You can use the dried herbs in a potpourri bag. You can use them in baths. There's endless amount of ways that you can use those dried herbs. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know how you dry your herbs. I know there's a lot of methods. So let me know what you think. And if you have any other ideas for things that I can talk about that would be helpful to you and your herbal practice. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.